자, 안녕하세요. 댄선비 병청 프로 먹었죠. 오늘은 2023년 2월 11일 오후 9시요. 오늘 토요일이죠. 내일도 방송할 거긴 한데 어쨌든 오늘 토요일날 어제 말했다시피 겼소이다. 원래라면 오늘 3시간 방송 했을 거예요. 12시까지. 근데 개인적인 일 때문에 오늘은 2시간만 할 거예요. 대신 내일은 일단 무조건 3시간이고요. 뭐 더 할 수도 있어요. 내일 더 하면 더 하는 거긴 해요. 더 하지 않을까 생각해요. 제가 글을 봤거든요. 하나를 10시간을 했는데 아직 메인캐가 6%밖에 달성을 안 했다, 이런 말을 하는 겁니다. 아니, 댓글을 봤는데 일단 해리포터 영상, 호그와트 영상에 댓글 봤는데 그러더라고요. 이거 좀 열심히 더더욱 열심히 해야 될 것 같습니다, 여러분들. 아니, 어떻게 10시간을 했는데 6%밖에 안 되지? 정말 분량이 어마어마하다는 거죠. 좋죠. 아주 좋은데 너무 많다는 게 문제인 것 같소. 너무 많소. 아니, 이게 말이 돼? 어떻게 그렇게 분량이 많을꼬. 어쨌든 한번 이어서 해봅시다. 어제 지팡이까지 정했죠. 벚나무 지팡이 바로바로 하십시다. 좋습니다. 어디 보세. 자, 그러면 한번 해봅시다. 엑서스 할 수 있는 추천 게임 활동이 여기에 표시됩니다. 자, 그럼 한번 해보겠습니다. 자, 오늘은 어디까지 할 수 있으려나?
Hogsmeade, here I come.
그래요, 레티를 만나야 되죠. 레티 만나기 전에 고양이야. 고양이가 제일 중요해. 고양이 좀 더 귀엽게 모델링 하지.
I have everything. I see what you meant about not being able to pick a favorite shop.
We should walk around a bit more. Perhaps today is the day I finally pick one.
뭐야? 이건 내가 생각한 게 아닌데. 왜 쟤하고 싸워야 할 것 같은데.
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
다행이다. 싸워야 되는 줄. 싸워야 하네. 피할 수가 없네. 오케이.
Are we weakening him at all?
Keep at it! We have to wear him down! What was that?
I was trying to beat him at his own game.
I like it! Do more of it! Look! He's faltering!
Took him long enough.
We need to make sure he stays that way!
오케이. 와.
Goodness! A second troll. Did you two take on a fully grown troll by yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve
오,
like that.
저야 오라.
The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
오, 아까 그거 와. 고대의 맛을 좀 더 캐치하려는데 캐치를 못했네. 아쉽네.
I will see what he wants.
Repairer.
좋아요.
Levioso. Repairer.
에페로.
One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about.
좋아요. 그래도 꽤나 쉽게 했네. 어려울 줄 알았는데. 역시 마법 편하긴 편해.
Repairer.
에페로.
Lucky they didn't do more damage.
그러니까.
We were just talking about you.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes, in thanks for what you did today.
감사합니다, 아저씨.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we?
아, 옆에 이게 그게
Plenty for your
있네.
perusal today. Take your time.
옆에 이런 게 있네. 옷가게 주인이라 그런지.
You won't be disappointed. That's a glad.
현재 방어력과 공격력은 오른쪽 상단에 표시됩니다.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
What an extraordinary introduction to Hogsmeade. I would say that we,
그러게,
and you in
굉장하다.
particular, have earned at least one butterbeer. Shall we head to the Three Broomsticks?
Sounds like a good idea.
Wonderful. Just down this way then.
I sell even more battle-worthy items. Should you be
Lumos.
inclined, you're most welcome to peruse my shop.
아니야, 이겨.
at your
Revelio.
학생들이 결투 연습에 주로 사용하는 마법 마네킹과 달리 글래드레그스 마법사 옷가게 마네킹은 최신 마법 패션을 보여주는 수단으로만 사용됩니다. 일단 화장실 좀 갔다 올게요. 아이, 따라가야 되나? 아, 멈춰있네. 근데 전투가 재밌긴 해요, 여러분들. 마법 전투가. 아, 재밌지 않으세요, 여러분? 되게 재밌습니다, 지금 저. 마법 전투, 마음에 들어요. 특히 고대 마법.
Assuming it is not too busy, you might even meet Sirona, the owner. She is a
주로
charming hostess and a powerful witch.
전투할 때만 쓸 수 있는 것 같은데
Good one to
평상시에는
know.
사용 불가능하고요. 그래서 좋네요. 어?
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
허.
Let's go.
Did they
망했네.
see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the three broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one, single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Sirona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The Three Broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
이게 점점 덕택에 살았구려.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls, Ranrock, and Rookwood. What are you not telling me?
I promise to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later.
이
I
퀘스트
think that now might be a good time to head back to the castle.
일부 퀘스트의 경우 뭐지?
I am certainly glad Sirona was there.
그렇긴
And
하지.
that she isn't intimidated by thugs like Rookwood and Harlow.
I want to understand what's going on, and I hope you will tell me. But for the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley will certainly hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. I don't want her to worry.
잠자기 위해 휴게실 돌아가야 합니다. 더 열어보시겠습니까? 퀘스트 완료.
Protego!
피그 교수님? 날 보러 오너라. 그린고츠에서 찾은 로켓에서 뭔가를 발견했어. 좋아요. 로켓에 뭐가 정확히 어떤 비밀이 숨겨져 있을까요? 아, 여기가 또 아닌데. 가봅시다.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased.
There's not 1 week gone by I haven't had a howdy from my mother. She's doing
과일도 먹을 수 있구만.
You stay in your portrait and I'll stay in mine.
고고. 낙하 데미지 없는 것 같은데.
Quiet, please. We are making
Protego! Revelio.
아가일샤이어의 지도. 스코틀랜드의 아가일샤이어의 지역을 그린 지도입니다. 이 지역에는 헤브리디안 블랙용의 고향인 헤브리디스가 포함되어 있습니다. 용은 굉장히 희귀해서 일부 지역에 있다고 하고 있다. 동방 지역에서는 차이나, 그러니까 중국에 있다고 하던데. 차이나 드래곤. 한국은 드래곤 소식지가 아니라고. 좀 아실 수 있다.
What are you
좋아요.
up to now?
좋습니다. 여기가 교수님 방이신가?
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls too?
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade with Rookwood.
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. A restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
가봅시다. 비에고 교수님, 지금 제가 소화하는 일정만으로는 성에 안 찬다는 듯 마법부에서 호그와트에 도착할 새 학생을 맞을 준비를 하라는 다소 불편한 요청을 해왔습니다. 놀랍게도 5학년이라더군요. 위즐리 교수님은 학기가 시작하기 전에 이 학생이 잘 적응하도록 지도하고 조언을 해줄 사람이 필요하다고 하는데요. 그래서 이 일을 교수님에게 이름하기로 했습니다. 자세한 내용은 위즐리 교수님에게 물어보시길 바랍니다. 교장, 히니어스, 나이젤러스, 블랙 교수. 여긴가? 이쪽? 빨리
If only a new student were to
분명
have
소리가 들리는데?
Revelio.
I believe we have some matches.
헤보리디안의 검은 해골. 어둠의 마법 방어법 교실에 매달려 놓은 거대한 용의뼈입니다. 이 뼈는 동웨일즈에서 1870 2018년에 일어난 밀렵군 대군습에서 해켓 교수가 혼자 가장 큰 밀렵군 조직 중 하나를 타도하고 얻어낸 것이라고 합니다.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
교차하는 지팡이들의 두 라운드에서 승리하기. 루칸, 우레틀비와 주문조합 연습 한 라운드 완료하기.
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
Might some kind soul help me?
가봅시다.
Revelio.
빛이 뚫린 화장실. 심각한 공경에 처하지 않는 이상 이 화장실은 피부스가 장난칠 때 가장 좋아하는 장소로 알려져 있으므로 되는 것이 좋습니다. 오호, 자물쇠가 있네.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
그저 그거 밝은 얘긴데.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you can duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
준비됐어?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
부양모 레비오소 같은 군중 제어 마법은 노란색 방어벽을 부수세요. 대상을 잠금 R3는 당신이 적을 조준하지 않고도 추적할 수 있게 도와줍니다. 잠금 상태에서는 R로 대상을 변경할 수 있습니다.
Confringo.
Reparo. Protegus. Reparo. Levioso. Reparo. 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 Lumos. Accio. Reparo.
Act like a winner.
Levioso. Come on. That's all you've
승리.
Glad I didn't bet on that round.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. In fact, the second duel is ready when you are. And as a fully initiated member, you now have access to the official Crossed Wands training dummy. Very good way to master spell combinations. Come and see me, and I'll set it up. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Wands victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of Crossed Wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
준비됐어.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
라싸이 오나이.
Yes, Natty.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
Apologies in advance.
세 명이서 하는 거야? 썸업의 아시오와 같은 위정 마법은 보라색 방어병을 부술 수 있습니다. 오케이.
Accio. Lumos. Oh, there goes my wager. Accio. Protego.
Give them all four.
Accio. Lumos. Lumos.
Act like a winner.
너무 쉬워.
I could never duel like that.
Bravo.
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round.
좋아요.
I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
주문 수업 연습할 라운드 완료하기.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
아시오를 걸고 4번 연속 기본 공격을 시전하세요.
Accio.
Excellent form.
Levioso.
오케이.
Nicely done.
Levioso. Accio.
That's it. I'd say that's enough practice. You look
좋아요.
good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Assignment's all finished.
이렇게 나오는구나. 갑시다. 빨리. 참 좋긴 하네요. 게임 한번 잘 만들었어요.
If only a new student were to help me with
이제 인생 뭐라고 했죠? 그것 좀 알려주세요.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you and that you found...
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be
Incendio.
ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate and keep your wand steady.
좋아요. 주문 세트에 인센디로 장착하는데 필요한 마법을 충분히 배웠습니다. 장착하려면 다른 마법과 교체해야 합니다.
Good work.
앞으로도 여러 가지가 많을 것 같네요. 수리하는 마법 필요해 보이는데. 뭐 바꾸기가 힘들어.
Incendio.
그거 좋아요. 화장실 좀 갔다 오겠습니다. 자, 그러면 이제 교수님한테 다시 갑시다. 피구 교수님. 좋아요.
Incendio.
Getting it.
Reparo.
Keep at it. And do try
Leviosa.
to stimulate yourself.
Reparo. Incendio.
좋아요.
Might some kind soul help me?
빠르게 보고. 고양이 있다.
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Heckard.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills.
네.
That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig, I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your
is...
schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
어이없네.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
어쩔 수 없군요.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
원래 들어가는 걸로 해리포터도 그랬던 것처럼. 못 가네 아예.
Sebastian, there you are.
I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow.
Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
확실하진 않지만
I've never even met him. Perhaps he mistook me for another student.
If you say so. I won't press you now, but you will have to tell me what's going on at some point. You might need me. So, why were you looking for me?
I need to find something for Professor Fig, but it's in the restricted section of the library.
He can't get it himself?
He was called away by Black at the last moment. I suppose I could wait to get a note from him, but...
You want to show some initiative.
Precisely. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
저녁에 보자.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
밤이 되고
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know.
투명.
A disillusionment charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells, spells are free. Give it a try.
Quietly now.
빨리 빨리.
Blast. The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
Damn. You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually.
이런.
But it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
의사가 왜 필요한데?
Wait, why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Aloha Mora. That's how I always used to get in. But the librarian twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti-Aloha Mora charm on the lock.
아이고.
So now it's just this key. But don't worry. I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Is someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
The key. Here it is.
오케이.
That wasn't so difficult after all. Now to find that book.
아직까진 순조로워요. 실세와 적을 원하는 장소에 유인하려면 들키지 않을 상태로 기본 주문을 이제하세요. 조준 모드 R2에는 대상을 정밀하게 주문 시작할 수 있도록 드럼.
Ghost, don't let her see you.
좋아요, 좋아.
Should be in the clear now. No need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Who have we here? Sebastian Solo and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't you...
I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
괜히 난처해야 해지지 마.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor.
Reparo.
혹시 모르니 걸어주고.
Of course, traces of ancient magic.
오케이.
There must be more to this. That's it.
오, 들어왔다. 고대 문고.
Where might this lead?
대문고. 대기실의 비밀을 밝혀내세요.
Accio.
오호.
Not surprising. Guards at the ready. Incendio. Protego.
이게 저게 차야 되는구나. 저게 차야지. 고대 마법 능력은 공격에 성공하거나 데미지를 입힐수록 형성됩니다. 성공적인 히트 콤보 10 이상부터 고대 마법 5부를 생성하기 시작하면 이것을 모으면 고대 마법 MP가 크게 채워지고 적은 양의 체력을 회복됩니다. 오, 적이 있으면 쓸 수 있구만. 고대 마법 MP가 한 부분이라도 가득 차 있으면은 엄청난 데미지를 주고 방어벽 마법을 부수는 강력한 고대 마법을 시전하게 됩니다. 적의 머리 위엔 표시가 나타나면 L1과 R1 탭을 탭하세요. 좋아요. 좋아.
Incendio. Protego.
Here. Incendio.
저건 뭐지?
Revelio.
좋아요. 이거 어떻게 해야 돼? 뭐지? 진짜 이게 달려있던 거야?
Incendio.
아. 오케이.
This must be the way forward, but to where?
뭐지?
Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
Whoa.
오, 해먹냐? 허허허.
Accio. Incendio.
좋아요.
It is a book after all.
뭔 책이려나? 찢어졌는데? 마을? 물이 없어. 비를 내렸구나. 꽃들 다시 피어나고. 사이도 좀 바뀌었어요.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a
비슷한
fifth year.
전례가
As it
있었구나.
happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a fifth year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganock, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
고대 마법을 쓸 수 있는 사람 대부분
Few are
5학년 때
capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganock.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I
had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
갑시다.
Leviosa.
교수님한테 가서 얘기합시다. 근데 고대 마법은 다들 공통점이 있네요. 5학년 때부터 입학하는 고대 마법부를 볼 수 있고 익힐 수 있는 사람들 대체로 5학년 때 입학하는가 봐요. 대신 그런 기록이 그런 이들이 너무 많지 않아서 잘 알려진 것 뿐이고요. 자, 빨리빨리. 책과 시련 시작.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look.
이렇고 저렇고 여러 일이 있었어요.
Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing.
옛날 유럽식으로
It
책이
appears someone has got to the book
쓰져
before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
아하. 마법부에 뭐라고 말씀하실 거예요?
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
알겠습니다.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
다 100으로 되어 있구나.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
네티가 방금 부엉이 편지를 보내. 로어 호그스필드 마을에서 만나자고 했습니다. 하이랜드 지도입니다. 지도 대부분은 안개로 덮여있어 시야를 제한합니다. 마을은 전세계에 있는 작은 운동체입니다. 이것은 로어 호그스필드 마을입니다. 마을에서는 새로운 상인, 훌루불꽃, 보조 퀘스트 및 수집품을 찾을 수 있습니다. 로어 호그스필드 전원 지역에 위치한 로어 호그스필드는 호그와트에서 가장 가까운 작은 마을입니다. 거주인 모두 모교를 기념하는 의미에서 이름을 호그스필드로 정했습니다. 하지만 비슷한 시기에 어퍼 호그스미스필드 마을의 사람들도 호그스미스를 따라 호그스필드라는 이름을 지었습니다. 이런 까닭에 유쾌하지 않은 타협을 통해 각각 마을 이름 앞에 수식어를 붙이게 됐습니다. 다음 계속하면 지도 속에
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
탐험을 진행하여 지도 속 안개를 제거하여 새로운 장소 및 마을, 지하 감옥, 도적 캠프 등을 찾아오세요. 이걸 하는 일단은 우리 좀 강화해 봅시다. 실전에서 사용해야 돼. 그럼 퀘스트 하면서 합시다. 야초학부터 할까? 이거부터 합시다.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I...
고고. 정말 게임 한번 잘 산 것 같아요. 재밌긴 해요, 진짜. 너무 방대해서 문제지, 게임이.
The other girls and I were
흥얼거려. 그래요. 밖에 나왔네요. 이번에도.
Oh, everybody knows you're in the loop.
설마 이번 모험도 또 뭘 만나진 않겠지? 좋다. 빛 광원이 참 그러네요. 이게 떨어지네 참. 그거 이런 거 켤 수 있나? 오호라 월장서 뭐지? 독버섯 아이고야. 나중에 저런 것도 막 수집해서 쓰나봐요. 진짜 잘 구현해놨네. 부엉이다. 탈 것이라도 타야 되는데 이거 탈 것은 어떻게 얻지? 좀 더 진행하면 얻을 수 있으려나? 벌소리 난다고 이렇게 컨트롤러 해서 울리네. 생물체다.
Incendio.
야, 불에 안 타요. 닭이다.
This looks in.
방금 뭐라고 얘기를 했는데 못 봤네.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
그자들은 내가 찾는 걸 원하고 있어.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili-land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
잘 생각했어.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Handy resource indeed.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
좋아요. 뭐지? 게다가 일반 캐도 아니고 주요 캐네 이거.
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
There you are.
Incendio! Incendio!
Look what you...
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
필드 가이드 컬렉션 섹션이 새로운 적 유형과 함께 갱신되었습니다. 특정 마법에 대한 약점과 같은 귀중한 적의 정보를 알 수 있습니다.
Perhaps some nice
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You take this student off of my dead body!
You can't hold out forever.
Accio! Incendio!
You're going to regret that.
다친 것 같은데?
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
프리아라는 분은 누구죠?
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff. Brilliant potioneer. Has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a traveling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
연구랑 흥미로운데요.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist
오, 역사학자,
specializing in Merlin's
고고학자.
work and life.
멀리는 시타인 줄로만 알았는데요.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were a myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
흥미로운데요.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has its symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis.
재밌을 것 같네요.
I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
아, 저기구나.
My word! Did you see that? The vines
오,
disappeared.
그러네.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
오호. 오호, 챌린지.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade, should you need more.
좋습니다.
I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Revelio.
돌아가시네. 담어. 그렇군요. 멀리 인벤토리 확장 좋네. 이렇게 한 번씩 해줘야 되는 건 귀찮네. 그냥 보기만 해도 이렇게 되면 얼마나 좋아. 어허. 장인어른 아우. 약간 우선 마음에 안 들긴 하는데, 예, 그래도 저 뭐시기냐, 공격력을 올려주니 잊고 있겠소이다. 이동. 약초학인가 약초가 한번 해봅시다.
This cannot possibly be as difficult.
이쪽이구나. 이쪽으로는 처음 오네요.
Is she growing Punja's onion again?
어이, 뭔 생물이야?
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bone. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the
그 하는 소리요. 그 하는
Accio.
예, 식물 말하는 건가.
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
아, 기마개 같은 거구나.
Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
아니 저 동영상 알림도 끄고 싶네.
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
네가 먹는 줄 알았어요.
I'll say, nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic.
저런 것도 약의 재료로 쓰이겠죠, 나중에?
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
아, 이렇게 시간이 표시돼. 의료용 약초의 282로 윈젤월드 묘약에 사용합니다. 꽃 바카시약은 매직리프에서 구매할 수 있습니다. 크기에 상관없이 모든 화분에 기를 수 있습니다.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
양배추가 온다니.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but you'll lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor. You know that, of course.
영예롭지, 우리 그리핀도.
Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on, grab a few of those cabbages. Just mind your fingers. I almost lost the stamp once. Don't worry, Nurse Blaney put it back on.
이것이 중국산 깨무는 배추라니. 어마어마한 비주얼이다, 아주 그냥.
Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest. smells from anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
쓸모 있을지도?
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class.
갑시다.
Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
역시 오, 9 좋아요. 역시 이 마법 세계의 이 식물은 다르군요. 다르긴 다르네. 여기가 아닐까?
If you plant every day, harvest time is always soon to follow. And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragonhide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Miss.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
그럼요. 식물을 정화하는 걸 주잖아요.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
네, 좋으신 교수님.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost.
내기만 상했어.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it.
마법냐?
Made the mistake of leaving my potion.
보고.
My interest in herbology. Shouldn't there be aurors or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
좋아요. 이렇게 만드는 것도 재밌네요. 좋아요.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion.
Edurus?
Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased.
좋습니다.
Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
네.
My
갑시다.
parents considered keeping me home from
어둠의
school this year after
잡종견
rumors of a
털
goblin rebellion.
수집하기요? 네.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. You remember me, don't you? Gareth Weasley.
Ah, yes.
어,
We
그래.
met in the common room.
그러네.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
깃털 가져다 줄게.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
오케이.
Your potion should not be that.
어? 오, 신기하게 생겼네.
A well-prepared witch or wizard always has a few potions on hand.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Should you chop the Didney
오,
or crush it?
마법약 스테이션
Wrong answer could
해제돼.
result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
에드로스 마법약 마시면 내구성 좋은 돌 같은 피부를 갖게 되어 방어력이 강화되는 마법약이다. 이번엔 제가 직접 썼진 않네요. 그래도 이건 빨리 되네요. 물론 매번 만들 때마다 그 뭐 여러가지 버튼을 누르는 게 좀 귀찮아질 수 있어서 이것도 나쁘진 않긴 한데 그래도 좀 더 만드는 느낌이 나는 건 아까 그건데.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Get it! Again.
엄마야.
Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
좀 늦게 되네.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
그 일은 죄송합니다.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all.
좋으신 분 같아요, 이 교수님은.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
또 무엇을 하면 될고?
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade again.
아, 이거 하면 되겠네. 사라진 페이지.
Is looking for you. You can find him near the Great Hall.
방금 뭐라 얘기했는데 못 봤네.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
니콜라스 경 우리 기숙사의 유령을 찾고 있어. 연회장 근처에 그를 찾을 수 있을 거야. 목이 달랑달랑한 님과 대화하세요. 오케이. 벌써 55분이네? 이거 퀘스트 하긴 애매하네요? 퀘스트 아마 이거 5분이 넘을 퀘스트인데 일단은 저기 바로 앞까지 가고 오늘은 여기까지 하죠. 방금 하늘이 약간 경계가 저 있었어요. 그래도 건물은 잘 구현해놨으니 뭐 넘어가도록 하죠. 건물은 잘 구현해놨는데 하늘이 좀 그렇군요. 구름다리 안뜰. 네, 재밌긴 재밌어요 이 게임이. 야, 진짜 여기 잘 구현했다. 예, 영화에서만 보던 곳을 정말 잘 구현해놨어요.
You there? Yes, you. I wonder if you might come.
It's me, Gareth.
좀 이따가 합시다. 아니, 내일 합시다. 일단 내일 낮에 할 수도 있고 밤에 할 수도 있는데 어쨌든 가능한 시간대에 찾아오도록 하겠소이다. 근데 아직 3분이 남았네. 이 1시간 57분으로 녹화 끊긴 좀 그런데 일단 다음주 시간표 같은 경우에는 월수 해리포터 호그와트고요. 예, 금요일날 썸썸 편의점인데 방송 안 하는 날에도 호그와트는 계속할 것이요. 한동안 호그와트를 계속해서 원래 방송 안 하는 날에도 해갖고 진도를 쭉쭉 할 것이요. 진도를 쭉쭉 진행할 것이요. 그래야지 빨리 끝나죠. 그리고 저도 이 해리포터 호그와트 스토리가 매우 재밌고 궁금하기 때문에 빨리빨리 진행할 것이요. 이렇게 얘기해도 58분이요. 근데 오늘따라 좀 배경음악이 좀 작은 것 같은데 아까 설정 보면은 그렇지도 않거든요. 다 100이어서 어쨌든 이거 참 빨리빨리 했으면 좋겠는데 이게 이제 59분 됐네. 1분 나왔어. 아 이게 이렇게 되네. 아니 좀 애매하게 남는구만 그거 참. 너 이렇게 아직 배울 게 좀 많이 남아 있어서 궁금하. 이거 그거다. 그 변신하는 거. 여기서 변신이라고만 나와 있네. 그 페트누누스 안 나오나? 방금 봤는데 아바다 케다브라. 와우. 그렇시오. 임페리오. 야, 세계 저주 주술 그 나오네. 역시 해리포터라. 개조 에바네스코 봄바르다 엑스펠리아르무스 디핀도 콘프레인고 여러가지 있네요. 좋아요. 앞으로도 이 여러 퀘스트에서 다 익혀봅시다. 자, 드디어 이제
Do you have a moment?
자, 그러면은 지금까지 호그와트 레거시를 플레이한 대선비 평천 프로모 코치였습니다. 저는 이만 가보겠어. 모두들 좋은 하루 되시고 내일 뵙시다. 빠빠.